What's Poppin' Korea? It's your DJ Brian Ju, and you're listening to What's Poppin' on TBS efm. And today is another milestone day. Yes, it is the 250th episode of my show here on TBS efm, going all the way back to almost the first year, or when I first started with the driving, of course. So, my question to you guys, how am I doing? Am I a good DJ? Well, you guys can answer that by tweeting us and emailing us and letting us know, but only if it's good things. Just joking, because we need to know if we're doing bad as well. So all types of criticism will be accepted, but try to watch the language. If you think I'm bad, don't be like, beep, you stink. Beep, we don't like you. We don't want that kind of language. Keep it clean, but keep it honest. Thank you very much. Now, the first song of the show, we're going to start off with a great song. This song makes me want to dance. A lot of the girls that I know, I work out with, when we play this at the gym, instead of working out, you want to dance when you hear this song. But the video now, on the other hand, I recommend you do not watch this if you're underage, because the video is a little graphic. Yes, and I'm talking about Mr. Alan Thicke's son, Robin Thicke. And it's a great song. This is Robin Thicke featuring Pharrell Williams with Blurred Lines. All right, welcome back to What's Poppin' with Brian Ju. We're on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, there are many ways you can get in contact with us here at What's Poppin'. You can simply send us a text at sharp or pound 1013 for a charge of 51. Send us a tweet at TBS efm or TBS What's Poppin', or send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com. Also, Kakao messages are accepted if you add TBS EFM as a plus friend. And also, I want to remind you guys, our open studio, if you want to be part of that, please be here on Wednesdays. It'll be aired on Fridays. But if you want more information on how to get here, or would like to tell us that you are coming, send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com and be at the station by around 10:45 a.m. to about 10:50 a.m. That way, we can get you situated, and the show will be recorded at 11 a.m. Now, to get things started with the word up word of the day, the first song was by Robin Thicke. Yes. So, what's the word of the day? Well, it's in the middle of the song. He sings, "Good girl, I know you want it. I know you want it." So, the word of the day is going to be want. You don't want to be the word of the day? Well, guess what? Guess who the DJ is? I'm the DJ. I do it my way, and I want to be the word of the day, because I want it that way. Perfect lineup. Check it out. This is the Backstreet Boys with I Want It That Way. That was the Backstreet Boys with I Want It That Way. Now, coming up on today's show, it's Tuesday, so we're going to have Michael Jones join us in the second half of Poppin' Review. So Michael will be reviewing another great album. Last week, we went over Lenny Kravitz with Mr. Swag himself, so I'm actually curious which swag artist you're going to bring this time. So if you want to find out, stick around. All right, y'all. Now it's time for the next song. So, what do you want the next song to be? You want me in it? You want me? You know what? Technology ain't that great right now to have me in your living room, unless you're super rich and you got one of those hologram machines and you can put me in the USB, like a picture of me, and boop, and all of a sudden I'm in your living room dancing and singing with y'all. It's kind of creepy too if you think about it. Anyways, the next song is actually by an artist I got the privilege to interview a long time ago, actually, back in 2002, I believe, 2003. To me, I know a lot of people in Korea said that she was very rude to a lot of people, but she was really sweet and kind to me. It was right around the time her father passed away, so she was very, emotional. So I wanted to cheer her up, and she gave me a big hug, kiss on the cheek. And this lady is an artist that I grew up loving and listening to because she has an amazing voice. Check it out. This is Mariah Carey with Want You. Once again, that was Mariah Carey with Want You. Well, now our final song, the first half of our show, is set up, and it's none other than Mr. I want to heal the world, help all the children of the world, Mr. King of Pop himself, the muse to us all, Mr. MJ Michael Jackson. I know you guys are thinking, you play a lot of Michael Jackson on the show. Why? Because he's the king of pop, and our show is called What's Poppin'. So that's the only way we could do it. That's showing respect to him. And since he's not around with us anymore, I think it's only fair, and I love his music. Don't get me wrong, I started off doing music because of Michael Jackson. I had the little white glove, I had my little penny loafers, and I thought I was Michael Jackson until I realized I had slanted eyes and I wasn't Michael Jackson. So check it out. This is going to be the last song of the first half of our show. This is Mr. Michael Jackson with So You Wanna Be Starting Something. Welcome back to What's Poppin'. Now it's time for Paparazzi. And we can't exactly give you the breaking news of the week, but what we're going to do is talk about celebrities and how certain things are, I'm not how certain things, but there's certain things that a lot of people are curious about. And what's that? It's about how rich they are. Yes, so we're going to take the top richest hip-hop artists, top 5 hip-hop artists in the world. Now, you guys know, Mike and I mentioned this before. We didn't go over any list before. We didn't have an actual top 5 list. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in a list for y'all. Now, we're going to start with 5. Ready? Number 5. At number 5, we have Curtis 50 Cent Jackson at $125 million. Holy moly. That's a lot of money. Not only has he sold lots of records, a bunch of other merchandise as well, of course, and he's got his own video game, books, and he's the man behind V-Water. Yes, V-Water. I'm going to say it that way because I don't want to say the brand, but at least the patent, and he sold a lot of sold it to a popular beverage company, of course, and it sells pretty well. $125 million. That's a lot of money. But don't worry, or not don't worry, but don't be shocked because it gets higher and higher as the list goes down. Number 4. Brian Birdman Williams owns the number 4 spot thanks to his company, which manages Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne. Yow. Yes, that's how they all sound like that to me. All right. He's also got a clothing line and brand of vodka, and he's worth, check this, $150 million. All right, number 3. Andre Young, a.k.a. Dr. Dre. Oh, my gosh. $350 million. Can you adopt me, Andre? All right, one of the original members of NWA who made it big afterwards with Death Row Records, and the man who discovered Snoop Dogg and Eminem. And also, he's got some fat headwear, or I guess headphones, of course, that people can use as headphones, or a lot of people actually will use it as an accessory. I've seen it in Korea. They wear it around the neck. Don't even use it to listen to. It's not even plugged into an MP3 player. They just use it as an accessory. But, he made mad loot off of that. Congrats to you. And like I said, Andre, holla at me. Number 2, Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z, $475 million. Hold on. What do you do with all that money? No wonder these rappers are buying planes and boats and yachts and stuff because you have too much money. There's nothing you can do with that money other than buy baller toys. I call them toys. Oh, they had a show a long time ago where it shows like celebrities' houses on MTV and stuff. And I remember seeing a lot of these people, they have too many things. They don't even need half the things they own. But anyways, in my opinion, I think Sean Carter, Jay-Z should be number 1 because who's he with? Beyonce. If you actually put their money together, I'm pretty sure they're probably the richest married couple in the world because Beyonce, she got a lot of loot. She got a lot of loot. And she got a lot of booty, too. Anyways, number 1. Who do you think number 1 is? I wish it was me. If it was me, I would donate my money to all my BFFs in the world. I would probably give you guys 10% of my money, and you guys can have a great time. I'd take you guys out. But it's not me, so I can't do that. Guess who number 1 is? It's the P, the I, I sang it wrong. It's the P, the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the P. I don't know the song no more. It's Sean Combs, Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Yes, and he's worth $580 million. Now, if you think about the late 1990s and hip-hop music, then you know that Diddy was on top of everything. He had at least, all these great artists under his label behind Bad Boy Entertainment, and the East Coast, West Coast war only helped him rise his popularity, even though it took Biggie's life away. But he's got his own clothing line and alcohol and other business ventures, and no wonder he's rolling in the money, man. Now, I know earlier I said, Andre, can you adopt me? But actually, Sean Combs, can you adopt me? Oh, funny story and funny fact. Y'all didn't know about P. Diddy. P. Diddy actually bought a Maltese from my mom. Yes. It was a few years ago. P. Diddy always has his white party that he throws in New York City. And the white party consists of you wearing like white suits, white dresses. And he always has, I guess, a white animal there. And his son at the time really wanted a Maltese. And I said, he saw in the newspaper that there was Maltese for sale that my mom was breeding. And all of a sudden, my mom, who doesn't know pop culture back then, she called me. She said, Brian, do you know Papa Daddy? I was like, why wouldn't I know Puff Daddy? She was, he bought the puppy off of me. I was like, what? P. Diddy bought a dog off of you? And then the next day we saw in the newspaper, P. Diddy actually had a picture of the dog held up in the air. It was the dog that my mom sold to him. So that's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. That's new facts for you guys that y'all didn't know. So in a way, me and P. Diddy are connected. Thank you, P. Diddy, I meant. Sean Combs for buying a dog off my mom. We made what, $2,000 off of you? Thank you very much. Anyways, with that said, we're gonna play a P. Diddy track for you. And it's called It's All About the Benjamins, baby. What's poppin', y'all? Now it's time for Poppin' Review
with Michael Jones
and assistant Brian Jew.
I don't think you're my assistant.
For this
man.
corner, I am.
Okay.
So how was your week?
I'm good. You know, we're back in school, right?
You're back in school?
Well, I'm back in school. I'm back.
For you guys who don't know, Michael is actually 12.
No, I mean, I'm back teaching.
Oh, you're teaching?
Yeah, I'm teaching.
What do you teach?
I teach tourism English.
What is tourism English?
Tourism English. Basically, I teach many flight attendants how to get their job. And once
flight attendants.
I teach a lot of like hotel people who want to become hotel managers, hotel workers, restaurant managers, and flight attendants. People, and I basically prep them for the kind of language that they need when they're in those positions.
Know that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I've known you for like over a year now, and has it been a year?
It's been, oh my God, oh yeah.
No, it hasn't been a year.
It's almost a year, man.
Okay. I've known you for that long,
it'll be a year.
And I've only knew that you did this today.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. I'm a tourism expert.
I just thought you were a bodacious, fun, majestic.
There's that word again. Oh yeah, and this time you heard him.
week.
Last week I had to like convince Brian to use the word majestic, and today he did it on his own accord.
You're like the Bruce Almighty for our show.
Michael Almighty.
Right now.
Anyway, okay.
We're not here to talk about you.
No, the reason I brought up school is because you know, like the fall's upon us. I can smell fall in the air, and every time I smell fall, or every time fall comes and school goes back, I always think of a certain band.
Okay.
A certain band. My last year at university, the Fugees.
Oh,
were huge, man. You remember?
I love the Fugees.
Oh, dude, these guys are awesome.
I've been rocking the music, I think, like since 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
On my playlist. Because I love everything.
Nice.
You know, ready or not, here I come.
Nice.
I love all these songs.
Are you a bitter fan of the Fugees, or do you prefer like Wyclef Jean on his own and Lauryn Hill on her own?
I like them all.
Okay.
I feel like if they came back with an album, they'd go cray and people love their music.
Yep. I hear that. Unfortunately, apparently, both Wyclef Jean and Prez Michel, the two...
Boswell.
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Boswell. Okay, yeah now. Sorry. Apparently, they said that there's a better chance of Osama bin Laden and George Bush getting together in a Starbucks to drink a latte and talk foreign policy than there is of the Fugees ever getting back together. Because
so
apparently they have
don't
really
like each
big...
other?
No, Wyclef Jean and how do you say it? Boswell?
Proswell,
thank
yes.
you. These two get along smashingly. But Lauryn Hill apparently, and I this is just rumor, Lauryn Hill apparently has some issues
with both of them.
With both of them, and they said that they would get back together with her if she got some mental help.
Oh, they trying to say you insane, Lauren.
Yeah, got a little.
With that,
insane in the membrane.
Yes, with that said, you know what they're doing?
What?
They're killing her softly. That's a song right now set up for you guys. This is the Fugees with Killing Me Softly.
Killing me softly.
Oh my gosh.
I'm churning the butter, Brian.
The Fugees with Killing Me Softly. And that's a song that you can never get sick of.
No.
Of course, the original version is by Roberta Flack.
Yep.
But it's the beat. Boom, boom, you just want to dance to this track.
It's awesome.
Yes.
And you know what's cool about the Fugees is they actually they're really good at mixing and sampling in different kinds of tunes. And like Killing Me Softly actually, which is really exciting because they actually have the Tribe Called Quest. If you listen carefully, you can hear Bonita Applebum in there. By the Tribe Called Quest. They actually mix it in.
Why didn't they write featuring Tribe Called Quest?
Well, if you go onto the album, you can actually see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they've in almost all of their albums, including the next one we're going to listen to, which is No Woman, No Cry, including that one, they sample in different groups. In fact, one of my here's the Canadian reference, the Canadian connection.
Okay.
In the song, what is it? How Many Mics, I think is the second song.
How many mics do we rip on a
There you
daily?
go, there you
Say
go.
many money. Say many. So I know my Fugees.
There you go. Awesome, that's good. There's actually a Canadian singer, Corey Hart. Do you know
Okay.
Corey Hart? I'll wear my sunglasses at night.
He says that.
Yeah, he's actually on that song. You can hear him on that song.
I thought that was him doing it.
Well, I mean-
Croswell saying it.
I know. Well, I think they're doing it. I don't know how they mix that stuff up. But anyway,
They sample his voice.
the sample is Corey Hart. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty cool.
Then we got to listen to that later. I don't know if you had that set up or not, but
we
right
don't.
now,
Oh, we don't. So you guys got to listen to it when you're at home.
go listen to it. The song is called
Great.
How Many
Go
Mics.
listen to the album. This is their
great album.
second and last album. Their first
And it's-
album was disappeared. Nothing really happened to it.
I give it a B plus
The first album.
with the second album.
The second album was.
I give it a B plus for
Okay.
bomb.
Yep.
Because it was the bomb.
it was the bum, and it was
yes.
actually. It was
Actually, I give it an A, B. It was like an atomic bomb.
The
That was
apple
corny. I'm
bomb.
sorry, y'all. All right, then we have another song.
The album won 2 Grammys. I want to say that too.
Okay.
It's a reason enough.
And this is another reason why they won a Grammy. This is the Fugees with No Woman, No Cry. That was the Fugees with No Woman, No Cry. And unfortunately, we're running out of time for the day. So we're going to go straight into the last song of the hour. But it's still a Fugees track.
It is the Fugees, and this is an awesome song to
I love
leave
the
off
song.
with. So
Yes.
there you go.
But don't be sad, y'all, because I'll be back tomorrow. This was Michael Jones and
Brian Jew.
signing off.
We did that backwards.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Nice.
But check it out. The last song is by the Fugees. It's called Ready or Not.
Later, y'all.